Hey guys, I'm P-Freak, welcome back to Pokemon Shield. Last time, we finished the post-story by putting the end of Swordward and Shieldbert's nefarious plans, and also capturing our own Zamazenta. And we also learned what Hop was finally going to be doing with his life. In this part, we're going to be showing off some of the things you can do now that both the main story and the post-story have ended. So, first off, we're over here in Circhester. You may remember earlier I had gone into these hotels trying to look for something, and we ended up solving a mystery case through that. So, let me see if I can find who exactly I want to talk to. Yes, right here. After you become the champion, you could do this literally before the post story if you wanted to. If you talk to this guy, well, blow me over, so you've become the champion. Now that's something to write home about. The name's Morimoto. I've been waiting for a strong trainer like you to come find me. If you got faith in your own skill, care to join me in a match? That's the ticket. Now watch out, because Morimoto's got more than enough motor right over you. This is an important, well, not really an important battle, but definitely a battle you want to do. It is against Game Freak's Morimoto. If you remember, Game Freak is the creator of the Pokemon Company, and apparently the recipient of a lot of hate recently. Anyways, so we have this little battle here. I chose Rosalina and Riley because, one, Rosalina has not gotten a lot of real screen time, so... And Riley, just because I think Riley's the second least amount of screen time we've seen. So this is just a plain old double battle. He is a rather strong opponent. What's levels her his Pokemon again? I didn't really check. 65. So yeah, they're rather strong, but definitely the reward you get from finishing this is really good. Or at least it's really good if you're into a certain community of the or like sub community of Pokemon community. Oof, that hurts. All right. Try Dazzling Gleam again, and we'll do another Flash Cannon towards Cursula. To be fair, Cursula is specially defensive, so... Okay, good. It did KO. But that would explain why the Dazzling Gleam didn't do too much to it. Hopefully the Dazzling Gleam KOs the Grapploct. Ah, so close. Dig! I have a feeling that's head towards Riley. Shoot. Colossal is his next. Oof. Well, this is awkward. Yeah, I think I'm gonna swap out both my Pokemon here. Sorry, Rosalina. I wish I could use you more, but let's send out Ray and Ted. It's probably safer for me to just swap these two out right now. Because I'm pretty sure that Dig is headed towards Riley, since Riley is weak to ground type attacks. And I'm getting them both out of there because Colossal is part fire type and can kill either of them. So was I correct in my prediction? Yes, I was. Alright, and Flare Blitz. Oof, that hurts. But it's fine. Oh, it was a crit. Okay. So Ted should be able to one-shot the Colossal. It's 4 times weak to it. And we'll just use a Psychic on Grapploct. So, Liquidation. Oh, well, maybe I should have used a Moonblast then. Ah, well. It should be fine. Yep, there we go. So yeah, this is basically one of the last few big fights you can do within the game. There are some others you can potentially do, but besides this and a few other things I'll be going over in this episode, there's not a heck of a whole lot left for you to do in the game. Alright, Stonjourner and... Dragapult? Or I forget what it was. Dragapult, okay. Ray's low, so I think I'll actually Dynamax Ted. I think he's gonna be Oh no, he still has one more Pokemon left, so probably not. Stonjourner, though. Yeah, you know what? Let's just Dynamax Ted. He is locked into using a Water-type attack right now, so... Pretty sure we should be able to one-shot these guys as long as Ray does not die. These are both very frail Pokemon. I don't really have much of a tank on my team. Sorry if you heard some beeping. That was just my phone going off with notifications. Alright, so this should hopefully one-shot Stonjourner. Nice. Good start. And it's starting to rain. Now hopefully the Moonblast one-shots Dragapult because it's part Dragon type, so... And Dragons are fairies for some reason. Survey says, oh, Thunder Wave. Okay. That's awkward, but hey. Ted be able to take care of to handle it. Nice. Alright. One last... Oh, it was a crit. Good. One last Pokemon left to deal with. This final Pokemon is Snorlax. So, as I mentioned plenty of times before, Snorlax is a specially defensive Pokemon. Which means Ray ain't going to be able to do anything. So, instead, I'm going to use her turn to use a Cherry Berry on Ted. And Ted's turn... Pretty sure Max Geyser is going to be the strong... Yeah, it's going to be the strongest attack we can possibly use. So, do that. And he does have the ability to Dynamax his Snorlax. He doesn't get a special animation like Hop or Marnie or any of the gym leaders, but he can Dynamax his Snorlax. What sucks is that Snorlax does have a Gigantamax form, so I'm surprised he didn't use that. I do own a Gigantamax Snorlax myself. It's interesting. It has it's like, have you ever heard the story of the Continental Turtle or whatever it's called? The turtle with a continent on its back? It's basically that. Ooh. Okay, that hurts. Except it's on spelling. So think of like a mix of Torterra and Snorlax. That's Gigantamax Snorlax. I guess we'll finish this off with Rosalina. Alright, one more Liquidation or Max Geyser should be able to KO the thing. Sludge Bomb does more damage. Just in case. Why do I keep pressing the wrong buttons? Boom. Perfect. And with that, we have defeated Game Freak's Morimoto. Come on. We get it. All the cutscenes, shrink deck down to size and all that. There we go. And so we proved that the strongest and most amazing of all is actually you. Wow, you had your doubts? How rude. You're really strong, I should have known. Since you managed to trounce me, I guess you've earned yourself a reward. He gives you the Oval Charm. An Oval Charm said to increase the chance of Pokemon eggs being found at the nursery. Let's have ourselves a rematch someday. This goes alongside the Catching Charm we got. We did get the Catching Charm earlier, right? Pretty sure we did. Oh, that's not where it would go. Where is it? Oh, it's in the Key Items derp. That goes along with the Catching Charm. There's one more charm you can get, though, known as the Shiny Charm. The Shiny Charm you can obtain once you have finished the entirety of the Pokédex and you talk to that doctor again. And when I say finish, I'm pretty sure you need to have at least captured all the Pokemon in the Pokédex. I have personally done this. It took me a while, but I have done this. And now with Pokemon Home available, it may be a bit easier to some people. Unfortunately, you still need to capture all the Generation 8 Pokemon. Galar Pokemon, there we go. I completely forgot the region's name for a moment. But besides that, that's the only thing I wanted to do in Sirchester. Now I want to show you something else that you can do. If you make your way back over to Wyndon and you go into one of the monorail stations here, or through any of the other monorail stations around the place, you can actually go to a semi-new area. We can now go to the Battle Tower. Leon mentioned earlier he was trying to clean up the mess over at Rose Tower that Chairman Rose left behind. That was kind of a subtle hint to the fact that you can now head over to the Rose Tower, and it now becomes... Oh, give me a second. There we go. It's now the Battle Tower. What the Battle Tower basically is, there's been one of these in just about every Pokemon game since, I think, Generation 2, actually. where you can go here and actually fight AI trainers that are actually made to be more like actual competitive Pokemon. There is a competitive scene within the Pokemon, within the Pokemon community, in case you haven't seen that before. There are tournaments that go around all over the world, and even there's a World Series of tournaments. One of the little details you can get over here is this Pokemon right here. Electric Memory on. This will help save the electric bill. Guess it really doesn't work until Type Null evolves. Drat. Oh, Champion Jordan. Probably goes without saying at this point, but congratulations on your victory. To commemorate your achievements, I present you with this rare Pokemon, Type Null. Type Null was a Pokemon introduced back in Generation 7. It is technically a legendary Pokemon, and you can only get one of them per game. We're not going to give this thing a nickname. Just going to send it to the box. It's kind of unique in its legendary status. Emphasis on kind of. Because it's one of the legendary Pokemon that can actually evolve that were introduced in Generation 7. There's one other family of legendary Pokemon that can surprisingly evolve, because before Generation 7, no legendary Pokemon could evolve. And when it does evolve, it basically becomes an Arceus clone. Arceus is the god of all Pokemon, and it has the ability Multi-Type, I believe it's called, where it's able to change its type depending on what elemental plate it's holding. When Type Null evolves into the Pokemon Savali, it's very similar to that, except its drives that we just were given. Once Type Null evolves, its types will change depending on which memory you have it hold. Okay, memories, not drives. But yeah, it's an interesting Pokemon. What else can we do here at the Battle Tower? Well, the Battle Tower, of course, is here for battles. We can battle here. We can do either single battles or double battles, and you're actually ranked on each win you get, win or loss. These go up by Pokeball rank, Great Ball rank, Ultra Ball rank, and Master Ball rank is the maximum rank you can hit. What you basically have to do is just fight all the trainers here, and then after you fight a certain set of trainers, you'll able to challenge Leon. And Leon has a whole variety of Pokemon he selects at random, basically, but I think he'll always have Charizard with him. I might be wrong on this information, so don't quote me on that. I would show you what they are, but basically they're just really competitive battles, and you can try it out for yourself. I definitely recommend it. It can be really fun, and the rewards are amazing. You get battle points, which what they do is that you're able to exchange them for certain competitive items, mostly consumables, but they're basically what really help in the competitive scene. If we go right here, we can actually see some of these. So we have the Ability Capsule, a capsule that allows a Pokemon with 2 abilities to switch between these abilities when it is used. This does not include hidden abilities. Hidden abilities, an aspect introduced in Generation 5, where some Pokemon have actually a third or second additional ability than what they normally have. But you can only get those through certain events. I believe for here, it's some Dynamax Pokemon have their hidden abilities. Bottle Cap, a beautiful bottle cap that gives off Silver Gleam. Some people are happy to receive one. Using these with another vendor that is just on the other side of the room, you're able to maximize a Pokemon's IVs, or individual values. Basically max out its stats, or at least its individual stats. There's a difference between IVs and EVs. Basically, IVs are what naturally come with Pokemon, and EVs are what you train it with. They increase the stats, and these are only artificially increased, so they can't be like bred down or anything like that. Choice Band, Choice Specs, Choice Scarfs, and most of these are just hold items that are really useful in competitive battle. Now this lady over here, she introduces something brand new in this game. Nature Mints. Nature Mints, you give one to a Pokemon and that changes the Pokemon's nature. You may remember when I was trying to capture everyone, I was trying to give them all specific natures. So for example, if we go to Rosalina, she has the jolly or timid nature, which is one of the best competitive natures. You can now actually give the Pokemon the specific nature you want. The downside, they are 50 BP each. Except for, no, even the Serious Mint. They're each 50 BP. If you're curious as to which one raises what stats, it'll actually tell you down at the bottom, but also you can tell by color coordination. Red for attack, blue for defense, cyan, teal, whatever, light blue for special attack, pink for special defense, and then green for speed. Not how I organize the thing, especially in Bulbapedia. And then this is if you want it a neutral nature. So those are really, really nice. Over here, we can talk to this guy. You want to borrow one of my battle teams? What sort of team would you like to take for a spin? You can borrow one of this guy's teams for your competitive battles. These are different kinds of teams. I never really looked into this myself. Basically, you're renting out a team from him. But what if you don't want to rent out a team from the AI? Then you can go over here and rent out a team. Oh, hold on. Select versus from the menu and then select battle state and participate in ranked battles. Hone your skills at the battle tower and then give it a try. Oh, is this not it? Are you not... Hold on a sec. Okay, well, I'm dumb. I'll figure it out in post. But basically, there's an area you can go in order to actually borrow teams or make teams for people around the world to borrow from you. I've actually used a team to actually get me to Master Ball rank that was made by someone else due to a very overpowered Dracovish, amongst other things. So, that's a new thing introduced in here as well. And finally, this guy. This was what I was talking about with the bottle caps, where he will have Pokemon undergo hyper training in order to maximize their IVs. The caveat is that the Pokemon has to be level 100 in order for it to start hyper training. So literally no one here is able to hyper train quite yet. Let's see, is there anything else I missed? I have a whole list of notes here to tell me. Give me a second, let's see. Oh yeah, one other thing about the Battle Tower. There was a surprising bit of news that we all saw when the games first came out. That's probably well known at this point. But Undertale music composer and creator Toby Fox actually wrote a song that is in this game, and the song is the default song that plays in the Battle Tower. Since I'm not going in it, I'll play a bit for you right now. That is one of my favorite songs from the Pokemon soundtrack. I really enjoy it a lot, and not just because it's made by one of my favorite composers. Anyways, I think that's everything we need to talk about. So, there's just one last thing I wanted to do real quick. Now, I wish I did this earlier, I wish I remembered to do this at all, but I did promise that I was going to read some of the league cards that we got. So, I believe it's in here. Yep. We're able to go see our album. That's our default league card. I didn't edit it at all. I'll show you real quickly what in my main profile, what my actual league card looks like. I don't even remember what it looks like. But anyways, we're going to quickly read through some of these rare league cards that we got. They all have a different picture with them, and they even have a little description to go along with them. If we... yeah. And we can also throw them away if we want to. These aren't just the league cards of the NPCs we have around here, but they're also the league cards of trainers you encounter and actually save. But anyways, without further ado, I think I'll just go with the rare league cards right now. Nah, we'll read all of them. We'll just start at the beginning. Leon is known far and wide for taking part in the gym challenge at the tender age of 10 years old, and even more so for claiming victory in the Champion Cup on his first attempt. Ever since that victory, he and his partner Charizard have remained unbeaten in both League and Exhibition matches. He is called the Unbeatable Champion, and is a hero to many trainers. He has but one weakness, a dismal sense of direction. But don't worry, wherever he ends up, he makes sure that everyone's having a champion time. This Pokemon trainer got endorsed to take part in the gym challenge by his brother, the reigning champion Leon. Hop claims to have watched all of Leon's matches. Commentators speculate that as a result, he might be quite the force to be reckoned with. The champion himself has said that his brother has potential, but his carefully hoarded knowledge can go to waste as he tends to get easily flustered in battle. It's said that Hop's partner Wooloo is a great help to him in both battle and with chores around the house. This trainer was born as the son of farmers. He has honed his strength, stamina, and skill as a Pokemon trainer from a young age by working together with his Pokemon. Because of his gentle nature, he has trouble going all out on weaker opponents, which is why his gym is the first one for challengers to attempt during the gym challenge. He always wears his boots, and as apparently they let him dig his heels in when he needs to. Her father is a fisher, and her mother works in the marketplace. Perhaps because of her parents, she grew up playing with water-type Pokemon and eventually made it all the way to being a gym leader. She met Sonia during the gym challenge, and they continue to be close friends. Nessa often gives Sonia's fresh seafood from Holbury. She has declared that Milo of Turffield is her rival, but Milo responded by saying that his rival is himself. Mr. Rose is in fact a talented trainer, coming in second place for a past Champion Cup. As the chairman of the Pokemon League, and as the president of a large business conglomerate, he is truly a hero to the Galar region, working tirelessly to ensure its prosperity. His thoughts and words don't always match, and thus many say it's hard to tell what he's talking about. In fact, it is said that only his secretary can tell what his true intent is. Note, the above text was submitted by his secretary. Kabu is a Pokemon trainer who was invited from the Hoenn region. There were a few times where he was very close to becoming champion, but victory always seemed to elude him at the last moment. Because of this, he adopted a no-holds-barred approach to battling for a time. But even that did not bring the results he wanted. He even dropped to a minor division at one point, but after a fantastic battle with Leon, he regained faith in his own potential. His motto is to keep learning and training as long as he is alive. Bede spent some time living in an orphanage after his family ran into some trouble when he was young. He always had difficulty getting along with others, and would constantly get into fights. That is until one day, Chairman Rose visited the facility. Rose gave Bede a Pokemon, which changed Bede's life forever. He showed talent as a trainer and threw himself into Pokemon battles, becoming stronger by the day. He has joined the gym challenge with an endorsement from the chairman himself, and Bede plans to prove that the chairman's faith was not misplaced. And we all know how that went. Raihan is commonly regarded as the most skilled gym leader in the Galar region. He has striven for victory in every environment, and as a result, he has adopted a battle style where he utilizes weather effects to their fullest. It is rumored that he could easily become another region's champion, should he choose to move, but it seems that to Raihan, defeating Leon is much more important. His upload selfies are quite popular. Occasionally, he'll post on a photo that only shows a sandstorm. He is a young, mysterious trainer who has taken on the mantle of gym leader at a very young age. He has never been known to remove his mask in public. In fact, he has at least 100 masks of the same design, just to keep spares handy should his mask fall off for some reason. He claims to have developed the ability to see deceased ghost-type Pokemon after an accident he had when he was 4 years old, but the truth is still a mystery. Opal is the oldest gym leader in the Galar region. She took over her mother 70 years ago and has kept the position since. However, she feels that her own values have reached their limits, and thus she is looking for a worthy successor. She claims that she gives deliberate, tricky quizzes because people reveal their true colors when in a pinch. But many speculated that in reality, she does it out of pure spite. As a child, she was timid and a bit of a crybaby. However, she became more cheerful as she played with Pokemon she received from her brother, and her talents as a trainer grew greatly. She joined the gym challenge because she wishes to breathe life back into her own dilapidated hometown. But she says that she has been somewhat distracted by the boutiques through Galar. Though many in Spikemuth see her as a local celebrity, she herself has no interest in pursuing fame. However, she says she does appreciate the support of Team Yell, her personal cheering squad. Melanie has been a gym leader since she was in her 20s. She is known as a very effective coach, but her coaching style is incredibly strict. Her battle style is fittingly severe and stoic as well. Any gym trainers who manage to remain under Melanie are sure to be powerful opponents. Thus, many see Circhester Stadium as a major roadblock for gym challengers. Many quietly speculate that Melanie's harsh battle style is due to a fight she had with her son. Spikemuth lacks a power spot that would allow Pokemon to Dynamax, and thus not many fans come to visit the town. Piers feels responsible for allowing his town to fall into obscurity and dilapidation. Once in a battle, Piers tends to get all riled up and will often reveal his strategy early on, but he has the strength and skill to triumph regardless. However, his true passions are singing and songwriting, and his talents in these fields are well known. As such, he currently hopes that his younger sister will take over as gym leader. And now, the rare league cards. Though his record isn't the best due to his focus on simply having fun in battles, Milo himself is incredibly strong. The rolls of hay used as gym challenge each weigh over 770 pounds, yet Milo can roll them around easily. Wooloo tend to roll around too, and sometimes they can get carried away and roll out of the gym stadium. It has become common in Turffield to see the whole town chasing after Milo, who is in turn chasing after a stray Wooloo along with the Emperor. Nessa is incredibly popular, both as a gym leader and as a model. Many people even think the gym leader Nessa and the model Nessa are two different people, since she shows a completely different attitude in each role. She had the misfortune of being defeated in the first match of the finals, and those who knew of her indomitable nature worried this would impact her work as a model. Despite her loss, she was still able to give her fans a perfect smile. Things were not nearly as peaceful with her gym, however. Interviewer with Challenger Kabu. Q. How do you see your own battle style? Kabu. Just straightforward, direct? I'm still young, so I try to keep things simple. Just burn as hot as I can, you know? Still, I've hit a bit of a losing streak, so I'm trying to incorporating Will-O-Wisp into my Pokemon's moveset. That's one thing I want to tell everyone. Experiment with every possibility of your Pokemon. Moves, abilities, items. Try everything, and there's sure to be a path forward. Opal has thrust the duties of gym leader onto Bede, who had his gym challenger status revoked. That being said, she still shows up at the gym stadium every day, giving unsolicited advice, coming up with new quiz questions, and practicing various performances. What is this pink she insisted others show her? Maybe a clue lies in comments she made during an old interview. Keep thinking about the right answer and eventually you'll create the right answer. He was appointed by the former gym leader Opal to become the new gym leader of Balanlia Stadium. The general consensus is that Opal's harsh training has in fact mellowed him out, though he himself has never confirmed nor denied this. It should be noted that he no longer refuses to give autographs. Additionally, it seems his skills as a Pokemon trainer have also increased rather dramatically. Recently, his intrusion during the finals of the Champion Cup has gained popularity, and fans wish to see that kind of performance again. Bede himself was not sure how to react. This trainer ultimately was defeated in the final match of the Champion Cup semifinals. However, many gym leaders speak highly of his battle style, where he will let his Pokemon battle freely and really enjoy themselves. During the incident with Eternatus, he provided a vital assistance in resolving the situation, proving beyond a doubt that he is a skilled trainer in his own right. It is expected that his battles with the new champion will be stuff of legend. This is a photo that happened to capture Alistair in his locker room. He can be seen clutching the mask that normally hides his face, no doubt confronting the fears and insecurities he feels within. Even though he has taken the role of gym leader at a very young age, it is clear that off the pitch he is still very much a normal boy. However, one mystery remains. Nobody knows who took this photo. Some even claim it was the work of Ghost-type Pokemon. Melanie wanted Gordy to take over as the gym leader of Sirchester, while Gordy wanted to dedicate himself to Rock-type Pokemon. The Pokemon battle between the two ended up dividing the whole town. Ever since that day, Melanie and Gordy hardly ever see each other. That being said, Melanie supposedly managed to become the first member of Gordy's fan club. Gordy seems to have a complicated expression in the photo together, but then again, that may just be one's own imagination. Here's some words from Piers when he first became the gym leader of Spike Month. The name's Piers. It's too bad we can't Dynamax our Pokemon in Spike Month, but you could say we have a more authentic style of Pokemon battles, and I plan on showing that off. And, well, I have a younger sister, and she's got way more talent than me. But until she's old enough to become gym leader, I'll keep rocking with my crew and make sure Spike Month stays lively. Raihan started taking selfies so as to never forget the pain of his defeats, but more recently he has begun taking photos showing off his training routine, his fashion choices, and the like, causing some fans to leave harsh comments whenever he loses to Leon. It's true that Raihan is on a 10-0 losing streak against Leon, but no other Pokemon trainer has managed to KO as many of Leon's Pokemon as Raihan has. Raihan no doubt looks forward to taking a selfie after finally defeating Leon. And with that, that is all of the league cards that I forgot to talk about. But I lied earlier. There's still one last thing I want to show. You may remember the Pokemon Center nurse constantly badgering me about something going on over in Wedgehurst. Why don't we finally see what exactly that thing is? The train to the Isle of Armor has arrived. Those with an armor pass, please board the train. Do you have an armor pass? Naturally, I have made all the proper preparations, which you can observe with unclouded eyes. Please allow me to check your pass. To me, a slowpoke, such a thing is simply elegant. Uh-oh, looks like another one's gotten on the train and rid over from the Isle of Armor. Could this be your first time ever seeing a Galarian slowpoke? Where they're from might be a bit different, but they're still just as carefree as other slowpoke. There's a lot of slowpoke living on the Isle of Armor. Not sure if they feel like traveling or what. Sometimes a few board the train. You're a Pokemon trainer, right? If Slowpoke blocks the ticket gate, it'll cause some trouble for other customers. Slowpoke are actually pretty heavy, so do you think you can catch it for me? Thanks much. Slowpoke can be a big trouble to move sometimes. How interesting. I must say your catching style was quite simply elegant. We apologize for the wait. We have checked your armor pass. All aboard the train to the Isle of Armor. Mind your step when boarding. Please be aware that there will be a connection along the way. Understood. I'm headed to the island called the Isle of Armor. I've heard it's a place where one can catch rare Pokemon and do lots of training. Perhaps we shall meet again sometime. Well then, please excuse me. That's not going to be the last time we'll be seeing that character, and that's not going to be the last time you'll be seeing us here in Galar. But with that, for now anyways, that's going to be the end for Pokemon Shield Let's Play. I hope you all enjoyed. If you like what I do, subscribe to my channel, consider supporting me on Patreon, and follow me on all my social media links. All that will be in the description. That'll be it for this part, that'll be it for this Let's Play, and I'll see you next time where we go to play a game I have not played since I was a kid. And a very niche one at that, and one I'm pretty sure a lot of people have never heard of. I'll see you all then.